understand?
Yeah.
Okay, here now we are here with a new face of Dalit camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we are trying to explore the issue that happened here, which was actually a sexual harassment case, but which has been actually going around behind the gender and caste lines. So we really are here to go into the deeper levels of women's issue here, how this is being devoted into other lines. So we'll speak, and we don't want to involve the person who is involved, bring her into the middle of this. So we'll just listen about what she has to say, but we are not involved the person.
And this is English and Foreign Language University, Hyderabad.
Yeah, and this is English and Foreign Languages University, Hyderabad. So you can tell us about how this happened. How did the incident take place?
We were having a meeting at around 9:30 on the first floor of New Academic Block. We went for that meeting. While coming back, there was this guy who was pitch drunk. He came very close to me and he told me in Hindi that "Mujhe chad gayi hai." So I had a friend with me. He asked him to back off, but then he slanged him back, and my friend in return slanged him. And they were going to have a fight at that moment, but I stopped my friend and I took him to the room. And one of his friends, who's my friend also, the person who came close to me, he kept calling me on my number. He gave me around 15 to 16 calls.
Okay.
I didn't pick up his calls. He called a few of my friends to track me down as to where I was. And at last I picked up one of his calls. He said that he wants to meet my friend who slanged him. I said that no, he won't meet you. I'll come and meet you. So I came over here in front of Bashir Men's hostel, and there were around 30 to 40 Rajasthanis who surrounded me, and I told them that, talk to me, whatever you want to say. But they were like, no, bring him out. Doesn't he have the guts to face us? And they were like all over me. And there was a friend of mine who is also Rajasthani, but since he knew me pretty well, he was like asking those guys to back off because they were crossing their line. Then I was like pleading. I was asking them just forget the issue. I said sorry, but still they were not ready to listen. They were like, bring him out. We want to kill him and bury him here itself. So it really scared me a lot when I understood that they're not going to listen to me, and they actually started abusing me also towards the end. So I just went off. I went and told my friend, this is what is going on outside. So he gave a call to a few of his friends. They all came here, and they just wanted to talk. There were around 40 people, 40 Rajasthanis, and there were around 10 or 15 Telugus, and they started hitting the Telugus, and when they started hitting these Telugus also, hit them back. That is how it all started.
Okay. So actually it was a small issue, and then
it was a very small issue.
Like you could have just discussed it and
it would
stopped
have
it right there.
Yes, and now they are actually coming and asking my friends to come and talk to me, so that they can convince me ki just let it go. Don't file a case. We are ready to say sorry now. I said that when I was ready to say sorry, when I was pleading in front of you guys, you didn't listen to me. Now there's no point. I don't need the sorry.
Okay. So as a woman, now we know that all the gender and caste issues have been involved. But just as a woman, how do you feel? Standing in the middle of all this, like what are the kind of responses that you're getting from all these sites?
From the place where I belong, my parents are pretty well off, and my mom has been is working with a very big organization, and she is very well off. She's a very independent woman, but this was the first incident where I actually felt that women have really no stand in this society, and
yeah, it's I mean, rather than looking at your point, I mean, none of the issue has been taken in such a way that this women involved in this was not at all given any importance. Right. That shouldn't have been a thing, especially in a place like this. Did you expect anything of this to happen?
Uh, no, not at all. Never. Because my parents thought that it's a central university, so they were like very, very relaxed when they sent me here. I haven't even discussed about this with my parents because I know how would they react. They will just take a flight and take me back home. So, which I really don't want. It was really shocking. Actually, it was very shocking. I didn't expect any such thing to be happening. And also there's a very big issue of North Indian and South Indian, I feel, which is I never thought about it because when I came here, I used to think all our friends, I never thought there's a barrier called South Indian and North.
It's like they're just waiting for any issue to come up and make a divide on it.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. Because this is not the first time. This is the third time I feel that we have been targeted.
Okay.
Just
So,
because we
what
are.
about your previous experiences, like when they were trying to?
Oh, that was horrifying. One of my classmates itself, he came and told me that, didn't you find any other boy on campus who's a North Indian? Why did you go in for a Telugu guy? They are not good. I'm telling you all this because you are from my side. It was like, your classmates saying all that in front of all the class people. It gives you a very negative effect on you. I would have left the college if I would have been in your place. Such things were said to me. And a few more incidences have happened of similar grounds. So I did discuss all this in the meeting.
And all this, they were citing this region and caste as a reason.
Yes. Just because I'm a North Indian and he's a South Indian, there was an issue for that also. Even now, the people are saying that don't be with her too much. It's creating problems and stuff. Somewhere behind my head, I'm thinking of maybe next year I'll shift. So these are the things which I am facing.
So now we have heard that the issues of regionalism, caste, gender, everything has been brought into the discussion. And from a single thing where it could have been discussed within 5 people and got solved, it has come to 30-40 people coming and fighting like dogs. And this is a central university of all things. Ravi?
Is it over?
Yeah. I mean, she mentioned about the previous incidents where they were. So, apart from the people who are actively working within the students' organizations, the women, the larger women community in the campus, what were the response that they gave? Like, whether your friends or whoever it is, the larger community, do they have any say in this issue or are they just backing off?
Few of them are just backing off. One of my very good friends, yesterday I was discussing this issue with her because I didn't find time to discuss the entire thing. So it was bits and pieces that I told her, but yesterday I found time, so I was discussing the entire thing with her. So I was really surprised when she said that. When I told her that we are going to file a case for sexual harassment kind of case, so the response that she gave me was that at least on humanitarian grounds, leave the issue. I was shocked to hear that.
Humanitarian as in she doesn't consider you as human?
I don't know, but then that's what she said. On humanitarian grounds, just leave the issue because you'll be spoiling their lives and their career as well. So I was like, if anyone else on this campus would have said that, I would have accepted it. But she is my best friend.
And she has been present throughout the issue?
Yes, throughout the issue. When I went to the meet the VC and everything, she was there with me. Throughout she was there. But then when she said that, I felt that, if you cannot stand for yourself, no one will be there for you. So this is why I agreed to give this interview. Otherwise, earlier I said no.
Okay.
This is the only reason why I was like, I need to stand for myself.
Yeah. You want to assert your point.
Yes, yes.
And what about the larger campus community? What is the response from them? I mean, are they like really aggressive or?
It's really funny because today I was speaking to my friend. He told me that people are actually asking him not to talk to me, and they were telling him to stay away from me. So it was a bit of a shock for me because I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that to happen.
Okay, so they would rather avoid you than stand with you in the issue
Yes.
and support you.
Yes, exactly.
So this is what a woman faces when she is confronted with a problem.
Okay, the other one is
So would you like to explain on that issue where the support was taken back later?
One of my friends, she is from outside India, and one of the guys, he is from HCU. He every day used to come and ask her, give me your room number, I want to come and meet you and stuff. So she, a couple of times in front of me, she was like, just back off, I don't want to talk to you. At last we got so irritated, we wrote a letter to the VC, and I myself signed on the witness. But the PA did not allow us to meet. A couple of times we went. She said that there was some fault with the letter, the format. If we punch it here, then the dates will get erased, and several other issues, she said. So we had to rewrite the letter and sign on the witness all over again. And at last when we met the VC, she had asked that man not to enter the campus. But a few days back, we saw that man again on campus. So there's no strict action that was taken.
So we have various gender forums and other active laws to protect women as a whole in the society. But while countering a problem like this, how do you think any of this will help you, or is there any help at all? Like, what is lacking there?
I really don't know myself as to what is lacking. But there is something lacking, that's why we do face such issues.
Yeah, but like, what is that's restricting you from confronting a camera and saying this?
Already I'm facing a lot of problem, half of the campus doesn't know as to what the issue was, but they're just making up stories, and they ask my friends, like, who's this girl who created all the problems? They feel that I am the reason why the whole thing was started and why this whole thing is stretching right now. So already I'm facing a lot of pressure. If I come on camera, it will be another pressure for me. So I really don't want that. That is what I am.
So even if you file a case, do you think it will help your case? I mean, this issue in any way, or is it further lagging it?
I think if we file a case, it would be better, because that's what even I have been saying, that it's better we file a case. Earlier I was saying no, but then now I feel it's high time that something should be done, because this is not the first time that I am seeing this. Earlier on campus, a similar issue came up, and I had signed on the witness list that a person was actually harassing a friend of mine in front of me, and that too, that person was not from the campus. He had come from HCU. That was very awkward, and I came to know that few people were backing it, but later on when actual help was needed, at the time they just backed off. Oh, sorry, we can't help you, kind of. They never picked up our calls. All this happened.
Okay. And about the debate that's happening now about the students' elections and the women's reservation, how do you think it's working out? Like, some people say they're pro-reservation, and again it's still, flagging the issue. So it's just an issue of a campus, a small campus. So how do you think it's, in relation with this?
When I heard about the reservation thing for women earlier, before this thing happened, I was thinking as to women are such sexists, they want to be equal, and then they say that they want reservation. I never understood the concept as to why women feel that way. If they want to be equal, they should fight equally rather than asking for reservation. But now I feel in a patriarchy society, it's very important for women to get reservation. And I'm totally into the thing, where women should get 50% reservation in all the seats that is there, that have come up during the elections.
Okay, another thing I would like to ask you is the patriarchal society. So the male friends of yours, like how are they responding? Are they giving you a helping hand, or is it like, okay, back off, don't involve this girl?
I was shocked because the male people, the male friends of mine, they are like responding in a very good way. But the women, I feel they are like backing off. They are actually trying to understand what the issue was. But the women are already, I told you about my best friend, what she said. So, I don't expect any female to understand if she never understood. But the male are giving me a very good response. I really like them.